It's sitting there on the marketplace listing. A sleek black Mercedes-Benz, chrome grille, three-pointed star shining like a badge of success. Once a $70,000 status symbol. Now, just $7,000. That's cheaper than a brand new economy car down payment. Cheaper than some motorcycles. Cheaper than a family vacation. You imagine pulling up to weddings, university parking lots, office meetings, people thinking you made it. But what if that $7,000 Mercedes isn't a dream come true? What if it's a financial time bomb? What if the reason it's cheap is because someone else already paid the real price? Today, we're breaking down the uncomfortable truth about used luxury cars, especially older Mercedes-Benz models, and why that bargain badge might become the most expensive mistake of your life. Chapter 1. The illusion of cheap luxury. A Mercedes that once cost $70,000 does not magically become a $7,000 car. It becomes a $70,000 machine with $7,000 market value. And that difference is where people get trapped. Luxury cars depreciate brutally fast. Within 10 to 15 years, many flagship models lose nearly 90% of their original value. That S-Class that symbolized power and engineering excellence, it now costs less than a basic used Corolla. But here's the catch. The parts didn't depreciate. The engineering didn't simplify itself. The complexity didn't disappear. That air suspension system that made the ride float like a cloud? Still expensive. The advanced electronics that were cutting edge in 2008? Still complicated. The V6 or V8 engine, built with tight tolerances and specialized components? Still costly to repair. Depreciation affects resale value, not repair bills. And that's the psychological trap. Buyers see a low price and think, I'm getting a deal. But the market is not stupid. A luxury car becomes cheap for a reason, usually because the maintenance curve is about to spike, usually because the previous owner couldn't keep up, usually because the next repair might cost more than the car is worth. And that's when your dream purchase becomes what mechanics call mechanically totaled. Chapter 2. The depreciation trap. Nobody explains. Luxury cars lose value fast, and that sounds like good news. But the speed of that drop should make you nervous. Why would a car that cost as much as a house down payment lose tens of thousands in value? The answer isn't just supply and demand, it's long-term ownership cost. Most original buyers lease these vehicles or sell them before major issues appear. They enjoy them during warranty. They never experience the aging electronics, the suspension failures, or the high-mileage drivetrain wear. The second owner inherits minor repairs. The third owner inherits bigger problems. The fourth owner? That's usually where the $7,000 listing appears. By this stage, the car is often 10 to 15 years old. It may have 150,000 plus kilometers or more. Service records might be incomplete. Maintenance may have been delayed. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Luxury cars age differently than economy cars. A 15-year-old Toyota might still be basic and reliable. A 15-year-old Mercedes is a complex machine filled with aging sensors, control modules, hydraulic systems, and advanced components that were never designed to be cheap to maintain. Depreciation makes it affordable to buy, but age makes it expensive to own. Chapter 3. The Mercedes tax. Is real owners joke about it, mechanics warn about it, enthusiasts accept it. It's often called the Mercedes tax. This doesn't mean the brand is evil or intentionally unfair. It means you're paying for premium engineering, premium materials, and premium complexity even years later. Oil changes require higher-grade synthetic oils. Engines require premium 91+ octane fuel. Parts are often imported. Labor requires specialized diagnostic tools and knowledge. Even independent mechanics who specialize in German cars charge higher hourly rates than standard shops. Walk into a dealership for repairs on a $7,000 Mercedes, and you might receive a quote that feels like it belongs to a $70,000 vehicle because it does. That's the reality buyers underestimate. They budget $7,000 to buy the car. They forget to budget $3,000 to $5,000 per year in potential repairs. Luxury cars are engineered without compromise. And when those systems fail, you pay for that uncompromised design. Chapter 4. Airmatic Suspension. The Silent Wallet Killer. If your dream Mercedes has air suspension, pause. Take a deep breath, because this is where many $7,000 dreams die. Mercedes' Airmatic system delivers an incredibly smooth ride. It adjusts height automatically. It absorbs road imperfections beautifully. When new, it feels magical. When old, it becomes one of the most expensive systems to maintain. Air struts can leak, compressors can fail, ride height sensors can malfunction, and replacing just one corner of the suspension can cost thousands. Multiply that across 4 wheels, and suddenly you're staring at a repair bill that exceeds the car's entire value. Owners sometimes delay fixing it. They drive on a sagging suspension. They sell the car when warning lights appear, and the next buyer inherits the problem. If you're shopping used luxury, conventional steel spring suspension is usually the safer bet, because air suspension isn't cheap comfort. It's expensive comfort, especially when it ages. Chapter 5. Electrical gremlins from a different era. In the early 2000s, Mercedes-Benz wasn't just building cars. It was building rolling laboratories, fiber optic communication systems, electronic brake control modules, adaptive seat memory systems, early generation infotainment with navigation, when most cars still had cassette players, soft closed doors, power everything. It felt futuristic, and at the time, it was. But here's what nobody thought about in 2004. What happens when that technology turns 15 or 20 years old? Unlike mechanical parts that wear gradually, electronics fail unpredictably. A window switch stops responding. The command screen goes black. The instrument cluster flickers like it's haunted. Random warning lights appear, ABS, ESP, airbag sometimes all at once. And here's the terrifying part. They're often connected. Mercedes models from this era rely on dozens of control modules communicating through complex networks. When one module starts failing, it can send incorrect signals to others. Suddenly, your seat adjustment issue becomes a battery drain problem. A battery drain becomes a no-start condition. A no-start condition becomes a $1,000 diagnostic chase. Finding the true fault can take hours of scanning, testing, reprogramming, and trial and error part replacement. And diagnostic labor is billed by the hour. Parts for older modules aren't always sitting on shelves. Some are discontinued. Some require programming to the vehicle. Some must be sourced and used with no guarantee they'll last. You're not just buying a car, you're buying early-generation luxury software on aging hardware. And when that digital ecosystem begins to crumble, the bills don't come one at a time. They come in waves. The most expensive, cheap car. There's a saying among enthusiasts, nothing is more expensive than a cheap Mercedes. It doesn't mean Mercedes-Benz makes bad cars, it means they make sophisticated cars. And sophistication ages. If you want a used luxury vehicle, go in prepared. Go in informed. Go in with realistic expectations. Because that $7,000 dream can either be a calculated passion purchase or a financial lesson you'll never forget. If this documentary helped you see the full picture behind cheap luxury cars, Make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden truths of the automotive world. And before you buy that dream badge, at a bargain price, ask yourself one question: can you afford it twice? Because you might have to.